Shut up. Oh my god, Discord, shut up. I do not care. Okay. Well, let me check to see if this is... Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 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 testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, that echoing should stop in a minute. I was just making sure. Alright, now that I've tested that, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is your host, Hollow Knight. I am back for part 16 of my Fallout 4 M.M.P playthrough. We are going straight, we're getting straight into this.
Folks are just looking for a hand.
I don't really have plans to stream much more than an hour, hour and a half at most. So, just gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna bother with too much of an intro. And as you can probably have already heard, because of the echo, and I apologize for that. It should have stopped by now, but I had my live thing open so that I could see what was going on. Sorry, I had my live thing open so I could see.
Hey.
Sure. Just keep your shirt on.
I need to talk to Sturgis about getting into the Institute.
Hey.
What do you need, General?
I have plans here to build a signal interceptor that can get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
They kidnapped my son.
Damn. That's some bad business. Even for them. We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send me instead.
Teleportation? For real? Wow. That would explain a lot about how the Institute manages to operate. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix. I've fought the Gunners before, and something tells me this was just them probing their defenses. They're gonna need your help.
Wait, what? Well, I think I have to wait for Sturgis to look at the plans and understand what's going on, so I can probably go help. Hello. I can probably go help those people quick before I
What's up?
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy shit. You sure it's for real?
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex-Institute anything and still be breathing. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, looks like it's all here. Yeah, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty hard to make out. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized reflector platform. It'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me yet. I think I got the gist of it, but it's gonna take some time to work out the details of some of the hairier sections. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you're working on that, I'll get busy figuring out how to actually build the rest of this thing. Keep in mind, I can already see this is gonna take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
I'm gonna go defend Country Crossing quick, and then I'll be back up. I'll go back to the okay. Since I have the time to defend these guys, I might as well. I didn't notice the game notified me earlier when one of my settlements was. Honestly, I was thinking about doing a stream of building up the settlements and like building each settlement and building a giant like.
Please just wait. You're not with the Gunners. Are you
No.
here to help us out?
Yeah,
I'm here
I've
to
been
help.
here before.
What's the problem?
It's the Gunners. We caught a group of them sneaking around a few days ago and had a bit of a dust-up. They ran off too easy once they saw we were gonna fight back. Gunners never back down that quickly. If you can help us shore up our defenses, it sure would help us out a ton.
I wanted to choke the shit out of him because he kept fucking shit up, but he was jerky sweet to me all over. I don't think he was inside. Yes. Because you said you deleted it, right? Yeah. So yeah. His parents are really nice people. Yeah. No, get out the way.
How'd that get lucky, huh?
What?
A dirty slop. Throw it from the throat. Can't throw it at you. Can you smell it? Can't touch. What the hell? He's like, you can't go nowhere without me. You already left once without me. Let's go. What? Let's go. I'll be back.
That's not supposed to do that, but Ah, shit.
This time.
I don't think we've met yet. I wanted to personally thank you
Hold on.
for
Oh.
giving us this opportunity.
Anything specific you want me to do? I'm willing to pitch in anywhere you need.
Did you need anything?
Water situation's not good. We're short on clean water. People are getting sick.
Okay. I think I accidentally killed one of my
Let
sailors.
me know if you find some spare ammo.
It still says there's 7 people in here, but... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, and then there's technically one person walking around. So maybe I didn't kill him. Maybe that was just a random settler. It could have been a settler coming in, and I just realized that. And I could have had 8 people. But this is the dude that was... That was the dude that was just standing there, though. There could have been 8 people here, and I just killed one of them by accident. Here, let me check. It says there's 7 people, so there must have been an 8th person that the game was not aware of. Also, my game for some reason thinks 3 water is enough for all these people. I don't know why.
No kidding. Well, I hope they stick around for good this time. We need them. Definitely.
Yeah, I'll have to duke this place out later. I don't have time. I was thinking about doing streams, just kind of fun streams at the end of this, making, basically doing, kind of, fun streams, making, each of the settlements into a big, like, a big bustling settlement. And I mean all of them. Like, I was thinking about doing a separate stream for fun for all of them. I'll probably only do it once for one playthrough. I probably will only do it for this playthrough. And those videos will probably be attached to this playthrough's playlist, because I'm not doing it with any other playthrough. We'll build it here. don't think it really matters where I build it exactly. It just...
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah, ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right on this.
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
At some point I'll probably make a power station. That's what I did with one of my old playthroughs. When I made Sanctuary into a giant utopia, I I don't know what I'm showing you now, but I built my home here. I built a giant home for myself here that was like a giant. It had my house in it. It had a little place at the bottom. The bottom 2 floors were for my settlers, which honestly I really could have just turned half of these houses into that. But and then the 3rd and 4th floor were my own house. But then I had a game room for all my people. Yeah, I had a game room for all my people on the 5th floor. Then at the very top floor, on the 6th floor, there was a giant bar and place where you could see all of Sanctuary from up top. It was pretty cool. I was thinking about building that again for the if I make this into a utopia, but I probably wouldn't put the bottom floor probably won't be for settlers unless I absolutely need to make a settler place, because I can turn all these houses into settler houses. I could build a settler house here. Maybe. Honestly, these this one and that one I was thinking about doing as I did last in my own personal playthrough. That where I'm building the over there where I'm building the relay thing right now, I built a greenhouse. I built like a little greenhouse garden area for the settlement, and then I might build a second one here, because if I'm gonna build turn these houses into livable places for everyone, I might as well put another greenhouse here. For people to take care of. And then I can get rid of all those plants that Marcy and that kid over there are taking care of. Because it's just better to have mini fruit. And then this, I built a barn here in this place and made it a power station. Like it was, it had a big entry here, but then like it had a back room in the back, and then a back room on the top on a top floor, and it had a bunch of generators inside, and then I had wires going from the inside of it to I knocked all these down and replaced them with actual working lights, and then I just strung the lights all throughout the town to light everything up. And just think about doing that for this playthrough as well.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest.
Why is my live chat not working?
I don't blame you.
Hi Bubba, how are yous? Now it's working. Yep, see you later, everyone.
Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Oh, hi, kitties. What's up with you? I'm good, Bebbas. Also, I'm not sure why the live chat's not working, just the top chat. I have to specifically have my thing listed as top chat. Hi, buddy. My kitty wants to lay in my lap. Kitty, I hate to break it to you, but when we move in with Mama, you know you're gonna have to fight for that lap position. Yes, yes, that's true. You hear that, Kitty? She gets first dib. She gets first dibs always. Honestly, though, I'm expecting my cat to be like, fine, if you get the lap first, then guess what? You sit on his lap, and I'll just sit on your lap. That's what I feel like is gonna happen with my cat. He's just gonna be like, fine, then I'll sit on your lap. But Kitty, the problem with that though is that what happens if we have a kid, Kitty? What happens if we have a kid, Kitty? Then you can't be on her lap either. You'll have to sit on the baby's lap. Which would be kind of cute though if the cat was just like little human. Here, come here, Kitty. You have some gunk all over your face. Let me get that off your face. What? You have cat acne all over your face, Kitty. I'm just picturing the cat being like, it's little human. Baby, just imagine if we came into the room one day and the cat was sleeping with our kid in the future, they're just sleeping together. Yeah, I'm getting the cat acne off your chin. I know you don't like this, but it's not like it's hurting you. I'm just getting it off your... You can stop being a grumpy butt. I'm just cleaning off your chin. Honestly, considering this cat likes sleeping with plushies, I feel like he would sleep with our kid. I feel like he would curl up with our kid and actually snuggle with him because this cat actually likes sleeping with stuffed animals. He used to have the stuffed animal that he would literally drag around with him when he was a kitten. As much as this kitty has a hard exterior, he's got a very soft interior. He's a very big, soft boy. Oh boy.
Might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me. Your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me!
What is it,
There's
my
someone here.
sweet
Help me.
Petunia?
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Give me Sean. The real Sean. Right now!
I know. You've gone to such lengths to find him.
Just... help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded.
Yes,
It's good to finally
yes
meet
it
you.
is.
After all this time, it's me.
What if we end up having triplets, baby?
Sean. I am your son.
It's really you? After all this time?
Yes. It's true. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
And also, baby, yes. I love that name. We shall add it to the list of names. I mean, it's too close.
Are you following?
It came
to you,
undone.
that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking, yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most
Baby, you
logical
still there?
starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Oh, you're fine. I was just... Well, first I mentioned that I really like that name. And Mavis is cute. I'm guessing you picked that for a girl name. I don't actually know. I don't think I know anyone.
I hope you're not too over...
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Oh, excuse me. No, yeah, you didn't miss really much of anything. I was just saying how much I like the name. I'm guessing Mavis is a girl name, or you want to go up. I don't know anyone named Maeve or Mavis. That's a guy.
It doesn't matter what they think.
I also said, just imagine if we ended up having triplets.
See it the same way. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us.
What?
Whatever you've
What are you looking at, dog?
I know I can.
I'm not letting you outside again, because you're just gonna whine.
Give me time.
Even if they're outside,
What
you
else
chill
can
out
I
and
say
wait for them to come
to
inside.
ease your mind?
In a good way or a bad way?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge.
You want twins really badly, so
to ease your mind.
Remember, baby, when you get the chance to talk to your doctor about birth control, because, like I said, you can't really. I mean, there's no real major way unless you want. Unless you want to do it unnaturally with
I hope you're not too overwhelmed.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assume that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I don't know about all that.
Don't worry. You'll see. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Alrighty. Honestly, baby, I was just kind of joking around. But I'm kind of curious, do you want more than 2 kids? As I know you really want twins, so obviously I'm trying to help you with that as much as possible naturally, because honestly, no, I don't think either one of us want to spend $1,000 frickin' dollars to $1,000+ for the the treatment shit or whatever. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head right now.
It's a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful. Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
Yeah, that's not... We don't need fertility treatments, baby. Plus, we don't need to be spending that much anyways. Plus, that's not really a natural birth anyways. I mean, I guess it sorta is, but it's really not.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
I mean, with fertility treatments, they're pretty much just take a sperm from me, take an egg from you, mix it together, and then they either you can either lab grow it, at least I think you can. I don't know, but Hey, most of the time what they do is, yeah, they take it out, they take an egg and a sperm, mix it together, then normally they put it into your womb, which is technically still allowing you to naturally give birth, but the conception is unnatural. But don't worry, baby. I looked it up as we talked about. I know you can't drink milk or anything, so that dairy products are out of the question, but
Is it true food supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
But yeah, like I've said to you previously, baby, looking into it a bit, female body, or the female body, I don't know why I said it so weird, tends to be super fertile pretty much within the first week to, at max, the first few weeks after getting off. Baby, can I just say how cute it is, the fact that you already have an entire list already? Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's like one of the cutest things about you. I don't know why, I just find it super adorable that you have an entire list of baby names already. No. Scratching your chin.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is
Safety
she even
first.
testing?
Nothing. Remember that. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Well, that was productive.
Yeah?
Huh?
Excuse me, doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I love your fucking lip.
Don't worry, I
promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
Dr. Lee.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Father has accomplished so much. I hope you can appreciate his work as we do.
I'm gonna shoot you. I'm sorry. You guys have no idea what I'm laughing about, but... Well, I always love hearing your baby names, baby, so feel free to share them. But I just grabbed... I grabbed a hold of my cat and started shaking him, and he's just got... His eyes just grew about 10 times. And he's just staring at me like, what the f...
We'll start the next trial, then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out.
He can hide in
Now,
his
what's
office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject.
Operating at full capacity.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
You're here. Glad you made it.
Carry on, sir.
Could you get out of my way, please?
You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction.
We're all
as it
looking
is
forward to
between us
working with
and
you.
Pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Sometimes you have to lean on the other departments a little to get what you need.
The director
Hey,
is to
Doc.
take the synthesis
So?
more seriously.
Here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're an outsider. The first outsider to be allowed access to the Institute in quite a long time, in fact. There's little precedent for this situation, so it's only natural to take extra precautions, It's nothing personal, I assure you. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous.
Baby, you still
Our
there?
main instrument is the Courser, a
It
third
says that you
generation
just-
synth assigned to operate on the
For some reason it
surface.
says that
Coursers hunt down and
there's
reclaim
only one
synths
person left
that have escaped
in
the
the
Institute.
chat.
They are highly
And I'm in here
trained
too,
in
so
combat,
that counts
infiltration, and tracking.
my
In a
phone.
word, our coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I hate to break it to you, but your courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
Okay, just making sure. You didn't tell me what... You said another favorite is really weird, but you like it. You didn't tell me what it was. I love hearing your baby names. And they're all going in the top 10 list, and we will figure out which ones we want.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Shut the fuck up.
Greetings, sir.
That's a cute name. Baby, you're throwing so many names at me. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be difficult to
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%. Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. The last thing we need is more synths bumping into walls. All right, that's all for now. You can resume your duties. Best part of my day is coming home to my girls.
Yeah, you're giving me so many names, baby. It's gonna be hard to decide.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
If it were just but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while sleeping can only mean one thing, Max. You just don't want to admit to yourself what it means.
If you're about to launch into one of your impassioned speeches about artificial sentience and machines with souls, don't bother. I've heard enough of them by now. Hell, I could write them down from memory.
But we can't just ignore the question. If a synth can dream, why can't it have a soul? And if a synth has a soul, then it is a living person by every standard we can measure. Of course it is far more comfortable to think of them as machines, so we can do what we want with them.
If you disapprove of the work we do here, Dr. Benet, you know where to find the teleporter.
Now, just a moment. I never said that. I'm simply trying to open everyone's eyes to new...
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
It's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Do well to remember that. The synths aren't just Father's legacy.
Please proceed
They're
directly
his
to
gift
processing.
to humanity.
I don't think I'm supposed to come in here. Baby, you didn't answer me a little earlier when I asked
Almost
if you
done. Just need to tighten up
if
this
you
primary
were
drive servo.
If you wanted more...
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have
If
lasted
you
long
wanted
past
more
their projected
children than
lifespans.
just
If you
2.
ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now,
Not
I'll
really.
give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Alrighty, Bubbles.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular...
Baby, you didn't just say that.
Terminal's gotta be somewhere.
You seriously did not just say... You are...
I'm in.
Wow, I just did that for a fucking broom closet. Baby, you make me laugh all the time. I laugh all the time with
Remember,
you.
Health and happiness go hand in
Shut the fuck up. But no, I laugh at a lot of the things you say. No, but most of the time we're texting and I laugh. So when it comes to that, you don't overhear me.
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
No, I'm not. A child is a fucking...
We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. And those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'm sure it's fascinating, but that's not why I'm here.
Of course. I completely understand. Before you go, At least let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. I promise I'll keep it short. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But
My sleepy little Evie.
Have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. But it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I do not have any questions for you.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
This is where I have to go get that thing, so I am going to go get... I always forget to do this quest because
sweet.
I always forget to do this quest when I'm fucking attacking the Institute and taking them out. Well, baby, I'm gonna be honest. 3 kids sounds good to me. Alrighty, baby. I won't be on much longer anyways, and then I'm gonna move over to Twitch. We'll move over to Twitch for an hour. Not that it's gonna be that exciting. I'm pretty much just gonna be playing Avengers for... Don't know why I grabbed that pack of cigarettes. Oh my lord.
That's it. Resetting threat level. Engaging. Running close.
Before I do what? Move over to Twitch.
Nice.
Pretty soon. It'll probably only be like another 10 minutes. I'm gonna finish up this quest, go talk to, Father up in the, and then he'll send me on a quest, but I'm not gonna do the quest. I'm gonna... Wait, what? Oh, why is there a dead cat here? Why the fuck is there just a dead cat right here? That's sad. Yeah, it'll be the next 10-15 minutes max, maybe. I'm guessing why are there dead cats everywhere? Bitch.
Terminal's got this locked. I'm through.
Whoops. I need to grab the theorem thing. There we go. I can bring this to Virgil later. Want to do that before I accidentally forgot while I'm storming the Institute later, because I don't like the Institute and they're gonna be destroyed later. Now I go talk to Father. He's going to send me on a quest to try to convince me to join the Institute. I won't do the quest. Well, excuse me. I'm not going to do the quest because I'm just going to immediately end it here and switch over to Avengers.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
I've seen my share of think tank science labs.
Oh, I assure you, none of them were quite like this place. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Alright, I'm gonna call this good. I'm gonna go load up Avengers now and go over to Twitch to excuse me. To start up the first part of the second DLC. And as far as I know, it's gonna pretty much be for Avengers. It's pretty much gonna be this next upcoming DLC.
Just look for the jumble of wrecked
Then
floating in the harbor.
Then it'll be the War for Wakanda DLC, and then that's it, because the next character coming to the game is yet again another non-story expanding character. And while I like the Winter Soldier, I'm not gonna sit there and play a whole hour to 2 hours of very little content, because it doesn't come with any story content. So I guess for now it's probably just gonna end up being, I'm gonna do it'll be the next couple months. I'll wrap up Avengers, and then we will call Avengers good until they do an actual new story expansion. So without further ado, please like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of my content, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. I'll see you guys all next week for part 17 of Fallout 4, my M.M.P playthrough, and as for what's next, I'll see you guys. See anybody that's hopping over to Twitch. So yeah, see you guys all later. Bye. Wrong button. I already saved.